Hello everyone, my name is Avidu. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to create a simple graphical user interface application using Python. So Python is a very easy language. Instead of Java, .NET, Python is very easy language. So there are lots of modules available for Python for creating a graphical user interface application. In short term, the GUI application. They are like Flask, Kiwi, they are QPython. There are lots of, but today I'm going to use this module called the Kinter. So instead of using import kinter, we can use from kinter import all. Star means the all. This means basically kinter is a package. It is a graphical user interface developing package kinter. So from kinter import all means I am importing each and every module available in this kinter package. Then for creating a GUI application, we have to write two lines first. First of all, the object of the kinter. You can choose any object. I'm using obj equals to capital T small k. This is the constructor of the kinter. In the last line, you have to write obj dot main loop. This three lines should be there. It is a common structure for a Python GUI. Okay, and between this line, you can create your application. So let's suppose I am going to create a login panel using Python. So in login panel, so first of all, let me run you. Wait, let me run it. Okay. Oh, I have to save it. Desktop UI123.py. So it is coming. It is the basic frame. You can set the default size using the geometry command like obj dot geometry. You have to pass the width cross height. Let's suppose I am using is the width. You have to use small x. Then it is the height. Save and run it. This is like that. Then I can increase my width to 500 and decrease my height. Okay. Now in login panel, I have to create something called label. Label means the username, the title, the username, the password. This is called the label. So you can use any variable name, any object name. I am using lbl1 equal to label, which is the default function available in the Kinter module or the Kinter package. Though in this function, you have first of all you have to use the obj, the object of the Kinter. Then you can do anything you want. But the first argument would be the object. Then I'm adding the text equals to username. Now you have to put a thing called dot grid. Dot grid will pack this function to my graphical window. Now you can see the username, the text is coming. Then you can change the font, anything you want. Today I'm using one font argument, font equals to in a bracket again. First of all will be the font style. I'm using the Arial. It is a very common style. Then secondly I'm using the font size. Probably the font size I'm using 25. Okay. It looks very weird. So let me decrease the my font size. 15 I guess. This part is very much annoying for the designing part. Now it's okay. Then in the same like that, I'm going to create another one. It is for the password. I'm changing the name is LBL2 and the username is password now. Then everything is Okay, now run it. Now we can see this is very much congested. It is looking very much congested. Then there are one option called the BD option. BD means the border. You can put some border, like I am putting the border 15, the 15 pixel border. Then it will create a gap. It will create a border after the username and password field. Look, now it is looking well. Then you have to add some the text field where you can put your username and password. In this a text field. So the for creating the text field, the function name available in Kinter is called the entry. Again, the same thing. You can use any variable name, any object name you want. Okay, like I'm using the variable name US equals to entry. Then again, first of all, you have to pass the object and dot read. Remove that. Same for the second one. We have to use to entry dot read. And we can use styles also, like again font. And the single quote, dual quote is not a big deal. Python is accepting each and everything. You can use single quote, you can use dual quote also. Then the it is the first one is the font style and second one is the font size. Now let me run it. Now look, it is coming, but it is not set it. It is supposed to be set in this section, and second one is supposed to be set on the this section. For doing this, we have to create some row column. Basically, we have to set some row column information in this grid. In this grid function, we can set some row and column. Like I can write the for the first one, row is 0 and column is also 0. For the second text one, row is 1 but the column is 0. And for this one, because this entry is supposed to be in the first row, so I'm writing row equal to 0 and column equal to 1. So the username is in the row 0 column 0 and it is row 0 column 1 in the same line. And similarly, in the second one, I can write the row equal to 1 because the row is should be same. Then column equal to 1. Now it is okay. Now you can add some border. If you want, you can change the size. Just if you want, just you can do anything. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now you can add border also. The same variable bd equal to some value, but for entry, if I am giving bd equal to 15, and for this also if I am giving bd equal to 15, then look what is happening. For entry field, the border means about the depth. For label, the border means about the gap. But for entry, it is about the depth. So it is looking very bad. So for entry, the border 5 is okay. Now it is looking good. Then you have to add some button. So in this next line, I can same thing. I can use any new variable name btn equals to button function. Similarly, the first argument should be the obj, and then I can use a text equal to I can write login. Then again I can use some stylization like font equal to Arial, maybe 15 is would be okay. Then again bd equals to 5 and dot greet it is mandatory function. Does greet. Now the login in the first row. If you want, you can change the sorry. It is the first column. If you want, you can change it. Like you can write column equal to 1. Now it is shifted. Now you can there is a clickable button. You can write anything you want. In this password section also you can write anything you want. But the password field should be hidden, right? So for this thing, in this entry, you can do one thing. There are one another option called the show option. If you write show equal to anything, then when you're typing in this entry field, the value will be shown. Like if I'm giving hash. So now what I'm typing, it is displaying on the screen, it is a hash. So star is the better thing for displaying in user. Now for username it is okay because I haven't used the show parameter in the user entry field, but in this section I've used that, so it is now coming. This is the login button. This is the main graphical frame. After that you can use some your own functions. So let me teach you how can you add some your own function. After this object, you have to create a function. In Python, for creating a function you have to use the def keyword, right? So I'm writing def fun, just any function name. Then let's suppose I'm just doing print anything, print hello. Then after the bd, you have to use a parameter called command equal to the function name. Okay, but you cannot use the brackets. You have to only pass the function name. Run it. When you click on this login button, now hello is coming. Now you can put your any function you want. Actually, in case of any graphical user interface application, everything is about the button. Okay, because your all function is and everything. When you're clicking the button, your all function everything will be happening. So now I'm displaying one thing called the message box. If you want to display some pop-ups to the user, then you can use this message box. For using message box, you have to import this. You have to import this. It is called the TK message box. Instead of printing hello, I can do one thing. TK message box. TK message box dot. There are basically two options: show error and show info. So I'm using show error one. Show error. So it is having two part. The first part is for the header and second part is for the body. Let's suppose in header I am putting the exclamatory symbol and in body I am using just any string like not accepted or anything else. Not accepted. Now see what is happening. If I am clicking on the login button, it is coming. The not accepted screen is coming. So this is a basic GUI frame. Now you can use your own logic behind that. You can using Python function for login. You can use databases. Okay, so this is all about for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and comment, and please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.